Hello everyone and welcome to another episode on the Outlanders server. We're in Season 4, as we know, and today we're starting things off back in my normal base, or what's going to be my starter base, and we've made a little bit of progress. We have made ourselves a little bridge over here, partly so we can get from Cliff A to Cliff B without having to go down the nut. Maybe it's just pure laziness. I've also just mined out a little bit of here and found myself with a little pool, so I think I might keep this and see what I can do with it later. I've also got myself a few, if I can get out of my hut, a few horses and a few saddles and a few bits of horse armor, as well as quite a few riches. If we don't starve, which I am, I've put away all my food, which is a bit silly. But as you can see, we've got ourselves quite a few resources here, including quite a few amethyst shards. We've got ourselves quite a bit of resources and what do you call them, precious resources, including quite a bit of copper. I've actually traded nearly half a stack of blocks of copper to Morgan for various resources, so we're getting ourselves quite a good start here. But for now, the early grind continues. We've still got ourselves very small farms. In fact, these are the farms that the village started with. We've got carrots and we've got wheat. We don't even have an enchanting table. We don't have a place to go to the nether. So all of these things we need to work on today. And firstly, I think we might be able to go to the nether because we've got ourselves some obsidian. And I think we have a flint and steel somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where I put that, but primarily we need to figure out where we're going to put this thing. And I reckon if we dig a hole over here and put it right over here, that should work out for now. So let's dig out a hole and get into the nether. Now, I'm very certain that this is not going to link up to the proper place in the nether. Let's see, we're at 2200. Whoops. So I think we need to replace that block which I just burned. We need to figure out exactly where we're going to go. So 2200 divided by 8, that's going to be roughly 700 something. And 1400 divided by 8 is going to be roughly 100 and something. So if we figure out where that is, and I want to crouch out of here, 294, so that's definitely not our portal. So let me just do some quick math and then we'll figure out where we're supposed to be. Okay, turns out that this portal actually did spawn where it's supposed to be. So 298, 170 odd is where we are in the nether. And thankfully it looks like we've got ourselves quite a few resources nearby. So quite a bit of quartz, which we probably should leave to a later time when we've got fortune. So that is actually very good. So now I should be able to access all of both the shopping district, which is somewhere around here, as well as not getting blown up by a ghast, as well as Morgan's portal, which I'm not exactly sure where either of them are, so I might need to have a look around on the Discord and see exactly where things are. But for now, I'm going to pop back into the overworld and get started on the next part of today's episode. Now that I think about it, having the nether portal actually link up properly works quite well for me because I wanted to make an enchanting table, which I don't have one yet, and I would have had to go out and mine some more obsidian because I only had 20, enough for 2 portals. But with the 10 extra obsidian, I am now able, if I can find my remaining books, to create an enchanting table. Now where did I put the books? I'm sure I had some extra. Did I put it all away is a question. The answer is yes, I did put it all away. I put it all into bookshelf. So I do need to create one more book, which needs to be done like that. Paper, then book, and enchanting table. How do I do that? Enchanting table. I need 2 diamonds, not 4. So okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need to get rid and get a second diamond out. And there we go. Now diamonds are actually a premium in this server at the moment because of the bug that Bedrock has, in which they implemented all the stuff for 1.18 diamond generation in 1.17, which we're currently running. So that has meant that unfortunately we have been forced to just put off diamond mining for the time being. Some people already have up to 41 diamonds, the mad lads, so they are really, really rich comparatively to the rest of us. Now, I reckon if we mine this out a little bit more, we can probably put our enchanting table right at the end here, so it's hidden, kind of. So I think Yes, I think I'll do a little bit of mining here and put the enchanting table in. Can I just say, I really, really, really hate creepers. They just blew up this bit and it's really annoying to have to fix. Anyway, we've got ourselves most of the enchanting table set up. We just need to put a little bit more stuff around here to make it look good, but we are making good progress. Now, I believe this enchanting table is complete. It's got 15 or so bookshelves. Actually, it's got 18 now that I think about it, which is a little bit more than I think it needs. So let's pop in our diamond pickaxe and see what we can get. And we get Unbreaking 3. Now, I don't want Silk Touch, so this is a bit of a risk. But Unbreaking 3 will help, and I should be able to enchant it later. So let's close our eyes and try. And Fortune 2, that is brilliant. Very, very brilliant. Now, I don't think you can get mending from these things, so I'll have to set up some kind of fish farm or something to get mending. So I'll do that later on, and hopefully we can get mending and this pickaxe will be unbreakable. Actually, now that I think about it, I've also got a diamond sword, which I got from Morgan. It is half destroyed, which I think it probably came from a zombie or something. So let's pop it in here and see what we can get. And Bane of Arthur 3. That, I really, really do not like that enchantment. Okay, let's put this one in, and we'll, just do a low level enchantment and see what we can get. Looting 2, that's not bad, but then the risk is I get sharpness. I get an enchantment I don't want. I think I'll just keep it like that and see what I can get from other things. Now, last season, you might recall, I had a massive villager trading farm, and most of that was involving my wheat and carrot and beetroot villagers. Let me just leave the door. But I also had about 20 or so villagers, which were my meat trading ones. So I trade in emeralds for cooked meat, actually. And now I think I want to do the same thing here. So I've got 2 villagers holed up in 2 different houses in the village. So one thing I'm going to do here is create, firstly, a composter to turn one into a villager, into a farmer. And I'm going to turn another one into a leather trader, I think it's called. A smoker, a butcher, that's the one. So I need 8 of these, 7, and turn this into a furnace. Then turn the furnace into a smoker. How do I do that? I need 4 logs. Thankfully that's pretty easy since I've got them all. So 4 logs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we should be able to convert one into each. There we go, smoker. So let's head and do that now. Now this one's going to have to specifically be a wheat villager or a carrot villager, because that's the 2 crops I have. So either one will do. So if I put this guy here, hopefully it turned into something. So I might just get rid of this. Okay, farmer. Now come a little bit closer, mate. Come a little bit closer. And that's potatoes. That's not going to do. So what I need to do is hopefully mine this, and hopefully it doesn't get too far away, otherwise I won't be able to pick it up. That's too far away. Okay, that's annoying. So if I do that, go and pick it up, and then place it back in, like so. Hopefully this guy should be able to turn into a potato villager. Really? Really? Okay. Attempt number 3. Turn into a wheat villager. Carrots. Yeah, carrots will do. So, that's 1 done. I do need to trade with him to make sure he is locked in. Or it is locked in more correctly. And then the other one will and then I'll be able to lock in the other one with an emerald. So, 22 carrots and a few to eat. And we should be good to go. Now with this one I'm a little bit less picky as to what type he is. Hopefully he does turn. There he is. And I need to now break my way in. So let me go around the back. Break the window. And see what he is. Lamb. I can be a little bit more picky with this one, as I said. So I think I'll change this. And come back with something different if I can. And annoyingly that's gone to there. So thankfully it's night. I can get in, get out, and place a new one. Smoker, I preferably would like beef, or whichever one gets me the most. So let him change. It might not change until morning, but that's fine. There we go. Okay. Rabbit? Rabbit's not bad, I guess. Okay, I had a look at the wiki, and the best one for me would actually be one that sells raw pork chop in the first slot, and then cooked pork chop in the second slot. Although I would take a rabbit as well in the second slot. So let's have a look, and this might take a while. So I'll come back when I've got the exact villager I want. That's chicken, which I don't want, and pork, which is what I do want. So a little bit more work to go. And it took about 5 or so minutes, but I've got myself raw pork chops and raw and cooked pork there. So now with my little pork chop farm over here, now that I think about it, I probably should now definitely should use carrots in the little farm I'm going to create. But yes, I can create raw pork chops, which I can then trade into for cooked pork chops, as well as trade carrots for the same. So that should soon be my food supply sorted. All I need to do now is actually create the carrot farm. And for that, I am going to take all of this out and do it on a little hill over there. So my thought is to make it a little rolling farm. So I have actually flattened it out. But what I want to do is flatten, maybe not flatten, but just make this entire thing surrounded by a small wall, and then plant this all and make it work. So quite a bit more effort, so I might get Magcam in here and show off the time lapse of me actually getting this all good and ready to go. So let's go. And with that, we've got ourselves a almost fully done carrot farm and the beginnings of a massive wheat farm. So both of those are going to be going quite well, and I should soon be able to get myself a reasonably steady food supply, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Although that said, I don't think I'll be able to stuff all of these carrots into the one villager. That's probably a little bit more than the villager would take. And then I've just realised I'm not wearing any pants. Must have broken while I was hopping around. So that's something I'm going to have to fix pronto. And just before I sign off for today, having done pretty much all the tasks I thought I would like to do, this guy just spawned, and he has drip leaf, which is I don't think something you can get in the current game. So let's just get a couple of those. Now, how do I place them? That is a question. I think I need moss, which obviously I don't have at the moment either. So I'm probably going to have to wait for moss to actually be able to grow that, which is a little bit disappointing, but at least we've got drip leaf, so that will be a big bonus in the future. Now, if I'm right, I can place this drip leaf on here. Yes, there we go. So now I believe the small drip leaf doesn't grow naturally, so we're going to need some bone meal, and hopefully I've got some bones around here. Well, there's some bone meal anyway. One here, and there we go. I'm not exactly sure how to do anything with it, but yes, there we go. So one big drip leaf and another big drip leaf. That's going to be quite helpful in the future for platforming up, I guess. And the last thing I'd like to do for today's episode is to create an AFK fish farm right over, let me see, like in my cave, or my mine should do quite well. So I'm going to be using a design by Silent Whisperer, and I think I just need to get a few resources, which include hoppers, or at least one hopper so I can store something. So that means I need a chest, and I'm probably going to do it as a long AFK session, so that means quite a few chests. So let's get the wood out, which is going to be quite a lot of wood. So let's see, 7 chests, and 3 hoppers. Okay, that should be enough. I also need, let me see, a fence and let me see, what else do I need? Let me watch the video. Okay, so I think I've gathered all the resources I need. So let me see, I'm going to put it facing this way, I think. So first off, we need to put a piece of glass where it's going to go. So here, if I can actually mine it, there. And then this block needs to have direct glass access. So if I mine it like this, that should help me get the access I need. There we go. Just a little bit more. It's a tall mountain indeed. And there we go. Hopefully I don't get any mobs coming down, which would be a bit of a pity. Now, then I need to put the chest in, and so on and so forth. So I'll quickly build this up and go from there. Okay, so the farm is just about complete. I just need to waterlog this chest. And let me see, aim here with an auto clicker, and it should work, hopefully. And if I just right click at the right time, it should bring me back my stuff. Now, I do need to be careful because mobs could spawn around here. So what I need to do as well is to make sure that not a single mob that tries to get in does get in. So if I put a door on it, after chopping this bit down, if we put the door here and then get around and put the stuff like so, that should work perfectly. So now I just need to AFK here and upgrade the fishing rod as I get more. So I think I just need to activate an auto clicker. So let me get that booted up. I want this to do every second, I think, and it's right click. There we go. So here goes. F6 to start, and hopefully, I'm not sure if you'll see it because I don't want to look down, but in a few seconds it should in theory click away. I'm just waiting now. Well, I'm glad to say this thing works. So I'm going to be AFKing here for quite a while, but I'm going to do that mostly off camera because we have run out of time for today. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to see you in episode 2, and I'll see you then. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep watching out for season 4. Till then, goodbye. Bye!